Welcome to this bonus episode of Talk Commerce. Today I am introducing my new channel for the Magento Association. Are you a member of the Magento Association? If not, sign up today. For as little as $12 a year, that's $1 a month, you can be a member of the Magento Association. Even if you'd like to be a free member, go to magentoassociation.org and sign up today. In today's episode, I have Muliadi. He is the organizer of Meet Magento Indonesia. Meet Magento Indonesia happens on August 3rd. Go to mage.id, that's MAGE.id, for more information and tickets. It is a completely free event and is a fantastically fun way to learn more about Magento and join the Magento community. And now enjoy this short episode about Meet Magento Indonesia. Welcome to this episode of Magento Association or something. We don't know what to call it yet, but this is promoting the Magento Association. Today I have Muliadi from Indonesia, and he's the organizer of Meet Magento Indonesia.
Hey, Ben. Hey, everybody. Good to see you all and talk to you again, Bren.
Let's dive right in. Tell us a little bit about your event, how long you've had it running for.
This is, if I counted, this is supposed to be either the 6th or the 7th year we run it in Indonesia. So it's always been offline, of course, and then the last 2 years, unfortunately, during the pandemic, we have to switch to online for a couple of years. And this year, so we're so excited. Finally, we're able to do it again as an in-person meeting. And so far, the response, at least from the advertising for the sponsor side, they're so excited. It's been a while. There's no event, and everybody just jump in and join. So we're very excited.
And traditionally, you get a lot of people at this event. Tell us about your attendance and things like that.
I remember when we started 7 years ago, I think there's close to about 100 people, which is where we say, oh, that's a good audience to start at that time. And then as we go year after year, I think the last in-person event on, right before the pandemic, 2019, that one is actually around 600 people show up on the event. And we can always unique, so we have 3 different tracks traditionally. So one track really for business and one track really for a solution. So where some of the sponsor can talk in the solution because they're bringing their solution to it. And then the last track's really more technical discussion. And yeah, we have about 50-50, about like merchant versus engineering developers kind of audience.
And how about your venue and the location? Tell us a little bit about Indonesia. Why should we all come to Indonesia? Why would we want to come?
I think most you have to. If you've never been to Indonesia, I think a lot of people are very funny when we talk to a lot of people, especially from America or from the Europe. Obviously, a lot of people know Bali more than the Indonesia itself. So when we talk about, do you know Bali, Indonesia? Maybe not. But obviously, Bali is in Indonesia, and where we are is in Jakarta, which is the kind of the central, the biggest city in Indonesia. We are close to 2 hours away from Bali by flight. Yeah, and then we've been doing this in Jakarta because it's all the business and all the enterprises all have the headquarters in Jakarta. It's fun. You can fly to Jakarta, and then you can obviously, once you're in Indonesia, you should just explore to to Bali and all the rest of the exotic islands on the east part of Indonesia.
Of course, there's so many exciting and beautiful places to visit in Indonesia, and obviously going to a Meet Magento event is such a great opportunity to travel and meet people. And from the sponsor standpoint, maybe tell us a little bit about some of the merchants you have there and why somebody would want to sponsor a Meet Magento event.
Yeah, we traditionally very, very localized as far as like our events. A lot of the sponsor, we get a lot of local sponsor, but obviously we open up for a lot of international businesses that want to get their business exposed to Indonesian market, which is well known for big population and the opportunity here. So that's always the kind of the attractive point to be able to get your business exposure here in Southeast Asia, especially in Indonesia itself. Yeah, and our event is always free. That's the unique part compared to any other event around across the world on other Meet Magento event. I think we are the only one that is free and fully funded by the sponsors, luckily. And then, yeah, it's just exciting.
And you said you have 3 tracks that you're running in conjunction with the event?
And there's 3 tracks. It's a whole day event.
So you have a business track, a developer track, and what was the other one?
It's what we call it a solution track. It's really for people can present their product and basically more like showing kind of solutions. And typically we use that for the sponsor to be able more engage and able to demo the product and stuff like that. But this year seems like we're going to blend it together. We have a lot of different kind of speakers this year, not only just a good sponsor, but as well like a lot of the business practitioner. So we can mix around all inside the 3 track that we have. We still going to have 3 tracks, but not like really divided that way anymore for this year.
So part of this is the Magento Association now helps to promote these events, and Magento Association has paid memberships now. So I'm on the membership committee. Mm-hmm. Our goal is to increase membership.
Me too.
What would you say to people
Yes.
What would you say to people to encourage them to join the Magento Association?
I think let's go back with the heart of this Magento is the community, and this Magento has been really successful because all the community support. So I think the Magento Association is becoming the form of that, and naturally we want to be part in this association and participate as much as we want, and in the form of the paying membership. I think that's at least a little bit that you can do as far as participation, and there's a lot more to participate. I believe you are also involved with much more than just a paying member. You're also involved in the committee and a lot of the different stuff, and I think that's what we're looking forward after Magento Association, so we can recreate this vibrant community back where everybody can participate and basically, I think in our maybe like blessing each other, something like that.
Go back to the beginning and why you decided to put on a Meet Magento event. Had you attended events in Europe?
So it's by accident, actually. So I went back to Indonesia way back on 2010. So it's almost 12 years now. So initially, I just going back here because family reason, and I was already have a good relationship with Magento. I was in the States for 16 years, and right before I went back to Indonesia, I worked with a company called Guidance, which is a partner of Magento. We are among one of the first partner working with Magento directly still in the Culver City office. Naturally, when I went back to Indonesia at that time, I'm building the first set of developers for Guidance and really focusing on Magento. And it started with only a couple of us, and then the team grew to 5 and 10, and all of a sudden become a full team of, I think at that time we still have about 15 people concentrating really delivering Magento project for US clients, a lot of. But then Indonesia e-commerce picking up around 2012 to early 2013. So then we get a lot more exposure with a big company that interested to know more about Magento. And obviously at that time, I still go back and forth, always attending the Imagine. We miss the Magento Imagine events. That's been really great. And I met a lot of people there, and some of them was the founder of the Meet Magento Association at that time still. And so we have a talk, and then we would think, okay, maybe we can build a community in Indonesia. Why don't we try? And then I talked to a couple of folks on the Magento, and they also interested to kind of build exposure in Indonesia. So we just launched our first event out of the blue, working with Magento, working with several, I try to remember, it's been so long. And yeah, but it's turned out really good. The event, we get a lot of support from the local company as well as the audience that coming in and show really interest on the platform and interest in the building the community. So just that's becoming now every year. After that, we just continue to have the events until now, basically. Guido is one of the first person actually flying to Indonesia on our event.
Guido. Yeah.
Guido Jensen.
Yeah, he put on I think they put on the very first event in the Netherlands, and I think Meet Magento Netherlands by far is one of the best ones that's out there still. It's such a fun event.
Yeah, yep. And then the following year, or the year after, 2 years after that, Thomas also flew to Indonesia. So yeah, it's been really a good run.
All right,
with
so you're
all
saying
of them.
that I need to come one of these years. I'll come next year.
You need to. I'm going to keep saying until you come here.
Right. Yes, please do. Tell us how do they find the event? Is it
it's really from
information.
Yes. So the official website is called, very easy to remember, it's the Mage, MAGE.ID. So it's a Mage.ID. So you can go to the website, you can see the agenda, you can see the speakers that are already set for this event. It's going to be on August 3rd, so not too far. It's less than 2 weeks. The venue address will be on the website, and you can register there right away too. And like I said, it's free.
So just out of curiosity, when you do a free event, do you find a lot of people don't show?
Obviously, with the free event, typically from the registration and the show up is probably an industry standard around 60% show up, so 40% most likely not show up. Yeah. But it's still a good number. With all the registration that we have, it's a good turnout for us.
Yeah, that's a really good number. I know that. So we organize Meet Magento India, and have you been to Meet Magento India yet? Did you?
No.
Well, you have to come. We're planning.
I only went one time to Bangalore.
Oh, that was Magento Live. Yeah. Anyways, we have people pay, but we do get an incredible attendance rate. It's in the 90%. The people that buy tickets come to the event. Yeah, I think all the Meet Magento events, and I've been to Meet Magento Singapore as well, so that whole South Asia Meet Magento events. You do such a great job putting those on. I attended last year virtually, which was a very good event. I stayed up late to be a speaker in my evening.
Thank you.
It was very good. And I actually stayed up most of the night and watched a lot of the speakers. Yeah, thank you so much for being on. I will put image.id on the show notes, and I wish you all the best in your event.
Thank you. Thank you, Brent. Really great talking to you, as always. And good night.
Thank you for listening to this bonus episode on the Magento Association. I encourage you to go to magentoassociation.org/join and join today. If you are an organizer or have attended a Meet Magento event, I would love to do a short interview. Please contact me, Brent at talk-commerce.com. That's Brent at talk-commerce.com. Let's talk about how great the Magento community is. Please subscribe and rate Talk Commerce wherever you download your podcasts.